4 years ago, 4 years ago, I was supposed to be, I had a one-way flight ticket to Hawaii, to the Big Island. And that was when COVID hit. And I was supposed to arrive on the Big Island on the 29th, I believe. Yeah, the 29th, I was supposed to arrive, and then I was going to get a hotel, and then wake up on my birthday, March 31st. And my plan was to have a great birthday day, waking up to the hotel over in Captain Cook area at a coffee shop overlooking the entire distance. I don't know what that place is called, but I've been there before. And there's a hotel there. I think it's called the Captain Cook's Hotel. It's not the greatest thing, but anyways. So that was the plan. And then from there, the following day, on April 1st, I was going to get the, what they call the Tiki bus, I think it's called. And I was supposed to then go around the whole island over to Hilo and rent a car. And I was supposed to go to a farm, an organic farm, to work at. And it's not to work and get paid. It's to work in exchange for having a place to stay. And I was going to try to stay there for at least a month or less. And what I wanted to do is to make sure that is what I wanted. Okay, let me go back. I have always wanted to go live on the Big Island, okay? And I haven't been there in over probably 12 years, I think, 7, 8, 9, 10, at least 12 years. And the times that I have been there, I would go there to scuba dive, and I would also, it was mostly to scuba dive, and every time that I was there, I've been there like, I don't know, maybe 10 times maybe. And every time I went there, I never thought about drugs. I never thought about anything except staying healthy and fit and looking at the sea life activities, whether it was kayaking, snorkeling, photography, the plants, the fauna, or astronomy, looking at the stars, gazing at the stars. It's funny because one time I got lost on the lava bed at night. The night came, and I wanted to see the stars, and stupid me, I didn't bring a flashlight. I got lost. I was terrified because it is pitch black, literally pitch freaking black. There's no light pollution like in the city. So I got lost, and it was scary. And because you're walking on lava, and there's no sidewalks, there's no pavement, you're just walking on lava. And so I remember I saw a house finally after walking in pitch black darkness, hoping I won't get my ankle broken or something, from stepping on a hole, a lava hole, man. And finally I found a house, and I was just yelling. I didn't want them to get scared that I was somebody violent, but I was yelling, hello, please help me. Hello, I'm lost. I'm not violent. Please help me, blah, blah, blah. And these beautiful girls came out. No, nothing happened. But these beautiful girls came out. And I told them, I said, you guys, I'm not violent. I got lost in the lavas. I have no flashlight, blah, blah, blah. And they were very nice, about it. And they told me, oh yeah, just go around the house and over here and you're right there. I'm like, oh shit. And sure enough, it was like just right there. But so those were a few of the things some of the things that I used to enjoy. I rode around the island one time. I rode it wasn't a well, it was converted into a triathlon bike, and then it was converted into a road tour bike, because I rode from Kona all the way around to up Waimea, the big mountain, and then down Waipio Valley. It was wonderful. And then all the way to Hilo. And I was going to go over to the volcano, but I didn't know that you can actually go around the volcano. So I had to stop, and then I went back. And on the way back, I went up the wrong road, way up the old mountain, the mountain road. And it's called the Old Volcano Road. And I got lost. So, and all my batteries went dead on the bike. It ended up pouring rain. I mean, huge drops of water in the middle of a tiny narrow road. It's called the old I don't remember, Old Volcano Road or something like that. And it was the old highway to go. And then I began to realize that you're in the wrong freaking highway. So I got caught in the middle of the pitch blackness with all this rainwater coming down. Finally, I started hitchhiking. Nobody would pick me up. Nobody. Finally, I said, you know what? Pitch tent here, man, and wait till the daylight comes or somebody dies. So right when I was about to pitch tent, some dude pulls up, and he pulls out in the distance, and then he starts backing up in reverse, and he goes, come on, get in. He was in a pickup truck, so I threw everything in the back, and the guy goes, so what are you doing tonight? Anything special? And I'm like, huh? I'm like, what? He goes, yeah, it's you don't know what night this is? I go, no. He goes, it's New Year's Eve. I didn't realize it was New Year's Eve. I was so into my trip and my, enjoyment of the bike ride. I forgot what day it was. It was New Year's Eve, and so every time I've been there, it was always about health, and I never thought about anything except for enjoying the scenery of life, the palm trees, the moss on the rocks, scuba diving, snorkeling, bike riding, jogging, running, walking, hiking. I mean, everything was nothing but health stuff, health activities. And I won't go into details about why I came back. Anyways, it's a long story. So come 2020, and I had a one-way flight ticket to the Big Island to work at these organic farms called woofing. It's a thing called woofing, where you go and work in exchange for a place to stay. It's not a big fancy room with your own shower. No, it's nothing like that. It could be a tent. It might be a little room if you get lucky. It might be sharing a small little room with someone else. It could be anything. It could be, like I said, just a pitch tent. But at least you get a place to shower, bathroom, a place to cook, and they also will share the fruits and veggies that you help the farm with. It could be anything. You could be doing anything. You could be cutting weeds. You're not there working like 8 hours a day slaving away either. It's nothing like that. It could be a few hours, maybe 25 hours a week, I think is what I've seen the most. So after not being there for so many years, I said, you know what? Is this really what you want? I said, maybe you won't handle the heat like you used to, because I was much younger also. And I said, well, go see what it's like. I said, again, maybe you've fallen off that dream of living there. I said, go see what it's like. At least you won't have to spend for a hotel and renting cars and buying food and all this other crap, you know. So I had it all set up to go on my birthday, and all of a sudden COVID hit, and you're fucked. You know, they started announcing. The farmers started announcing that nobody could come, and then I started verifying online about the airlines, and you know, nobody could come, or after, during the COVID period, you either had to get a vaccine and all this other bullshit, and it became just a big nightmare. Well, as you all know what happened, and so then all of a sudden, you know, I had just I'm in front of a military base in front of me, so I hope you can hear me. Plus, I'm also been testing this new microphone right here, if you can see it. Here's the microphone that I bought. It's this guy, the Samson, and comes with a pretty long cable too. You just connect it to the cell phone, USB-C, and it'll read it. And the cable's really long too, but boy, is it real thin. I don't know if you can see it. It's like nothing. So you got to be real careful. But hey, it's $49 and it works. And this is the first time I test it out where there's wind. So I hope you can hear me. It has a little fuzzy ball. So anyhow, I had just moved into this apartment through some kind of housing agency. And it's not Section 8, but it was still really cheap. And I had just gotten a repossession of a really nice pickup truck. And I was left homeless, literally pulling a suitcase and finding a place to sleep on the streets. And I don't know how I ran into this agency that helped me. I don't know how I ran into them. I don't remember. And so the guy put me on the list with these people, with this agency, and they finally called me after I don't know how many months. It was a long time. And when I got into this apartment, I was getting harassed by some idiot downstairs because he was saying that I was making too much noise. It wasn't music either. It was just banging or moving furniture. I guess my chairs were dragging on the floor. I don't know. So they kept sending me threats about evicting me. And I got so scared about going back to living on the streets. It scared the hell out of me. And I had been saving money to either buy a motorhome or to go to Hawaii. So when I received all these threats, these warnings, 3-day notice to shut up or you're gonna get kicked out, I got scared, man. I really got scared. I said, I ain't going back to the streets, man. Fuck no. You know what it's like to pull a fucking suitcase and live on the streets? Shit. And it ain't fun. I said, I ain't going back to that. So with the money I had, I bought a van. And you're looking at it right now. I know it doesn't look anything fancy in the back right now, but I haven't put any effort to clearing it up. But so anyhow, I bought a van, and then I lost this medication called Klonopin that I had been addicted to it pretty bad, but I didn't know it until later. The doctor took it away from me because I lost a bottle, brand new bottle, and I needed refills. The guy thought I was abusing them, and he refused to give me refills. Not even one. So I was pretty fucked. Anyways, I went through hell with the withdrawals, literal hell. Anyway, so I've been here ever since on the mainland. And right now I'm going through, I guess, I feel like I'm just wandering. I began to take Prozac. So I just started 40 milligrams 2 days ago. And so far it seems to be okay. So I'm hoping that it gets better. So I made a bunch of notes here about what to talk to, because most of the time I don't know. I go either on weird rants, or I end up losing sidetrack, or I get sidetracked of what I was going to talk about. So anyway, so here I remember when I was so anyway, so I've been writing, I've been doing a lot of music. So when COVID hit, I began to do this YouTube channel, and I decided to call it Headbanger Ministries. And originally, Headbanger Ministries began because I thought I was going to save the metalheads who were going to black metal concerts, black metal bands. And it just dawned, because I did a shitload of research and studying on eschatology, on end times prophecy. And boy, man, I really dove in deep into that lifestyle studies. And so I said, one day, I said to these guys, so I started watching these metal bands, black metal bands, you know, and I couldn't believe, I said, do these guys even know, like the fans, do they even know what the hell they're doing? What they're listening to? Are they aware of what they're fucking doing? Because I began to see these black metal bands with actual satanic paraphernalias on stage. And then the cameras would pan out to the public, to the fans. And they'd all be like into it, you know, like, yeah. And then you'd see the massive pentagram on stage, and satanic goats, and, you know, candles, and, you know, skulls and bones, and real stuff, you know. And I'm like, do these guys know what the fuck they're doing, man? Do they know what the hell they're yelling, yeah, too? So anyway, so I thought I'd call it Headbanger Ministries, because I thought it'd be headbanging to stuff like that, not meaning you're banging your head, not knowing what you're doing. So I thought, well, what better term than to call it Headbanger Ministries, because you're banging your head, not knowing what truth is, and at the same time you're headbanging to music. and that's how Headbanger Ministries began. So Headbanger Ministries was supposed to be about doing eschatology subjects, and also headbanger music. And also I began to write my own doom metal music. It was not black metal. It's about end times. It has almost every song I've written. Well, they're not even completed, because I can't find musicians to play with or write, and they're all based on biblical end times prophecy, and it's all doom and gloom basically. So come now, a little move ahead with the story period. I started looking for musicians, and I just couldn't find anything, man. Nothing. And I remember when I said, the times have really changed, haven't they? I left when I think I left my parents' house when I was either 20 years old. I thought it was 18, but it was not. It was I don't remember, man, but I was a kid. I left to Hollywood. I was 21 years old, maybe 20. I don't remember. And I started pursuing a heavy metal music career there. And 85, 87, around 89 or 1990, I think it was. And I was catching like the middle ending of the whole metal scene. And I remember that back then, when you were looking for a band, I mean, you hustled. and it was all over the place, the whole metal scene. And so now the music scene is dead. It's literally freaking dead, man. And so anyway, so I'm beginning to wonder now if what I'm doing is the right thing, or if I should just focus now on sort of like a retirement, even though I'm not working. I'm on disability income. I've been on it for forever. And I worked many years, and I was able to get enough credit points to qualify for Social Security Disability Insurance. It's called SSDI. And it's called Social Security Disability Insurance, SSDI. And SSI is for people who have never worked. So anyway, so I've been living off of that. And I said, you know what? I said, I'm 57 years old. I said, you're trying to save money to save for a trailer because I got to move out of this apartment. And now I'm wondering if I'm doing the right thing with the trailer, because I don't see how these housing agencies are going to help me with another apartment. Because the apartment I'm in now, I was supposed to get a job and pay the rent. Well, there's too many mental health issues going on. I did try to work. I did get about 4 or 5 jobs, and I didn't succeed in them because of social fear and yeah. So I'm just wondering now if I should just instead focus on finding a place to settle and enjoy like the rest of my years, because I thought, well, I said, I'm not 21 anymore, and the van is all, I wrote all these notes, man. I'm getting a little stressed because it's already going on 23 minutes and I have all of these notes. I don't know if you can see it. That I wanted to talk about. So anyway, so I thought, well, I said, if I go to Hawaii, I said, I got to worry about surviving. I got to worry about selling the van. I got to worry about, then I'd have to get, I thought about getting a pickup truck when I got there, a 4-wheel drive, and building a little camper shell in the back, in order to have a roof over my head, because I don't know where I'd live. I have an idea where, because there are some people over there that rent a little camping spot on their land, and I thought about those, and then I said, well, I said, if you have a vehicle, you can go and look for a job, a part-time job, and you'd have a greater chance also, like I said, I'm in the military as a helicopter again. So I thought, I said, the good thing about it is if you got there, you might have a better chance of improving your entire life, both mentally and physically, because everything I like doing is there. Scuba diving, any kind of ocean activities like kayaking, paddleboarding, snorkeling, underwater photography if I got the chance or the money, spearfishing. And the fun thing about it is that it's warm water. You don't have to freeze your ass like you do here in San Diego is where I'm at. Because here in San Diego, I haven't been to the ocean, even though I'm sitting right in front of it, but you can't go and enjoy, the ocean in the freezing fucking water. I hate it. If the water was warm, I would be scuba diving now. I would be kayaking or paddle boarding or something else, or swimming, to keep fit. But you think I want to go in the fucking freezing water? Even if it's a summer warm day, the water's still going to be fucking freezing. It's nasty. But in Hawaii, you don't got to worry about any of that. You don't got to, even in the winter, you'll fucking enjoy the water there. Over there. I know, because I've been there in the winter. And so you have a better chance of improving your mental health. And I wouldn't have any medical concerns because my medical insurance is there. So the downside is that you really have to, I could lose everything, all my money, because it's expensive. I'm already aware of all that. I don't have to be, lectured about any of that. I could lose all my money, and I would be forced to literally renew my entire life in order to survive. But if you succeed, it would be awesome. It'd be awesome. And then again, and then I thought about Mexico and the Philippines. I said, well, in Mexico, you'd be down in Cozumel, Quintana Roo, which is where Cancun is, but you'd be it would be somewhat of an adventure, and it would be a little risky. You'd have to rent an apartment, because you're not just going to go there and here I am, And then I thought about the Philippines. I mean, if you're in Quintana Roo or Cozumel, you're going to be in the Caribbean. That's going to be fantastic for scuba diving. You just got to worry about the hurricanes when hurricane season comes. But it would be fantastic, man, to live there. Because you can go to Cozumel, you can go to the Bahamas. You'd be right next to all of the tropical islands. Trinidad, Tobago, Florida Keys, the Bahamas. You wouldn't be far from any of them. Wonderful, wonderful scuba diving spots. It would be a little concerning because you don't have any medical, okay? You don't have any medical. You have to be concerned about where you're going to go if something happens, things like that. And the good thing is that my insurance, my income, my SSDI will go there without any problems. Same with, I thought about the Philippines. The Philippines, I thought about it because it would be really inexpensive to live there. I mean, you would live very, very comfortably. And also, it's filled with really nice coral reefs for diving. And you can live really inexpensive there. But it would be an unknown adventure. Mexico, I have no idea. I have an idea, sort of, a little better idea of what I would be living like. And also, I have a Mexican citizenship. And I've been there to Quintana Roo and Cozumel and places like that. I have an idea, so I wouldn't be just an unknown adventure like the Philippines. I've never been there. And the cost of living, like I said, it would be just risky. But both of them, the Philippines and Mexico, I would be able to live very comfortable and just try to enjoy. I wouldn't be wandering like I would be here. Here in San Diego, okay, what it offers you, at least to me, I don't have anything else to look forward to here in San Diego, it seems like. And lately it seems like I'm just depressed, lonely. There's temptations of drug use again, relapsing. It's a self-destructive incoming sensations. There's sensations of self-destruction coming in, because right now I'm just sitting in a fucking apartment, and it's a tiny little apartment. It's not like it's a 1-bedroom. It's about the size of a bathroom, okay? And it's becoming very stressful. I don't have any family support. I don't have nothing, to really hold on to. And Asian families, they help each other, to succeed. And I tried to reach out to my family, to my brothers, and they were just a bunch of fucking dicks. I mean, and one is supposed to be a pastor of a holy roller Jesus freak church. I tried to reach out to that fucking asshole, and nothing. I tried to reach out to my other brother too, man, and nothing. I reached out to them when I was at what I felt was my lowest point in this van before, or when COVID happened, and then I had to go back to the van briefly, and I was going mad in the van. And I said, you know what? I said, reach out to your brothers. I said, they're Christian. Yeah, right. I reached out to them and I told them, I said, I miss my family. I said, hey, you guys, why don't we get together? Let's pray. I even told them, I said, why don't we, pray together, talk about things. And I miss my family. I said, I'm going mad in this van. Not one of the fuckers responded back with, yeah, okay, let's give it a shot. Nothing, man. It was such a fucking disappointment, man. Anyhow, and then you got Asian families that come here to America, or even here on the mainland. I heard that they help each other. If you're struggling, if one of them is struggling, they'll help you out. And then I've heard of other families where if they're an addict, they'll try to help you out and give you advice and try to steer you in the right direction. Advice, compassion. And ask me when either of my brothers tried to do that. They're fucking assholes, I have a forgiving heart, and I've asked for forgiveness many times, and I've forgiven them also. But these assholes, man, they got their Bible up their asses so much. It's sad. Anyways, so so as far as here in San Diego, also, I have other family, but they don't want to talk to me. It's a long story, but I got involved with a cousin 7 years ago or 8. Anyways, it's a long story how that happened. And so I brought the cousin back home to her mom, because I said, this is wrong. I said, I'd rather win my family back than to be with her. And in the end, I end up getting abandoned. I end up getting orphaned. And they welcomed her with arms wide open. Yeah, arms wide open. But me? Fuck you. Yeah. So anyhow, that's how I ended up being without a family. I tried to reach out to them, and they would just slam the door on me in my face, literally in my fucking face, And other ones just turned to religion, and they said they got religious. They found Jesus all of a sudden, and yeah, it was. So anyway, so I was looking at a bunch of pictures the other day, and I said, you know what? I said, maybe I should. One cousin told me, you're dead to the family, dude. Because when I asked her, what is it that's bothering them so much, she told me. And I said, that's not right. I said, I'm sorry. I said, that's not true. I said, that's a lie. Who said that? She wouldn't want to tell me. I have an idea who it was. It's a bitch little cousin of my little demon. And I hope she's dead too, because she had blood cancer. And I won't say her name, but I truly hope she's fucking dead, because I think she's the one that fucking made the comment, that lie. And so anyways, this other cousin who used to talk to me, the last few She told me that I was dead to the family, that nobody wanted to talk to me, nobody. And that hurt me so much that I walked away holding my tears back. You know, I walked away holding my tears back. And ever since then, I've been like literally, you know, like dead to them. And I hope I can continue with this video because somebody just parked next to me. And I get distracted. And so anyway, so I was looking at all these pictures. And then I said, you know what? I said, maybe I should bury them. Bury all this family. And bury all these photographs, you know, that I have. And just bury them. Because there's no way I'm going to go back. Or there's no way that family is going to welcome me ever again, you know. So so I said, well, maybe I should just bury all that, you know. And so I said maybe that would be, you know, a way of I think I'm gonna have to move. I might have to move, you guys. I'll be back. I'm gonna cut this. I'll be back. So what do we got here? Well, let me show you. See what it says? Pasha, Hawaii. Why am I videotaping this? Well, because when you go to Hawaii and you want to ship your things, this is how you do it. If you have a car, that big box in the back where it says Pasha, Hawaii, that enclosure, you know what's in there? Cars. In other words, if you want to ship your car, it's in there. So this boat, this ship is going to Hawaii. Wow, man. I didn't know they ship out of San Diego. I didn't know that. I gotta find out if they do or if they just stop here and pick up things and then they go to Hawaii. Because I know they're in Los Angeles, San Pedro area, but this is coming out of the San Diego harbor. So I don't know if it's coming, if they now ship from here or what. I don't know. I'll find out. But anyways, that was exciting to see this. I've never seen a Pasha ship come out of here. Maybe they have been this whole time and I didn't even know that. I guess it's sort of a motivator to see this. Means I don't got to drive to Hawaii, to Los Angeles to carry my stuff. Okay, you guys, so where was I before I got interrupted? Yeah, so yeah, that ship that just passed for Hawaii, that's pretty cool. So anyway, so I said, well, if I go to Mexico, I left in Hawaii and the Philippines. So now the problem with the trailer, you know, that I've been trying to save money to buy a trailer also. And but what I'm seeing right now is I know that the trailer will be an unknown adventure, question mark, possible chance of surviving. It's somewhat less risky because I could be parking on BLM land for long periods of time. And also, so parking in long periods of time without having to worry about paying rent, worrying about neighbors, because if you don't like it, you can do just what I did before I moved to this spot. You know, some guy, you know, parked right next to me, and then the guy got out of the van. He was in another van, and he got out. I looked to my right, and he just started drinking his coffee right on the side of the van and just looking at me. So I immediately got up and I had to leave, and because I know he could hear me, and I don't want to disclose my stuff in front of him. Even though I am disclosing it in public here to thousands of people. But I have to concentrate, in other words, is my point. Anyway, so I thought, well, I said, the trailer, you know, you don't got to worry about, you know, if you don't like the person that's parked next to you, you can just get up and go. And also, I don't have to worry about medical concerns because I can go anywhere. I would be more planted on the ground, but I also would be less physically active than if I was in Hawaii or Mexico. Again, I'm parked right in front of a military place, so I hope you guys can hear me. I'll wait till the helicopter goes by and I'll take a sip of my coffee. Another helicopter. Yeah, so so I'm starting to wonder if these are the right things for me to do, you know, or should I just look for a place to settle down and not focus on the music as I was before. Because the music I mean, the whole goal of Headbanger Ministries was the music. But but unfortunately, it just seems like it's going to be a waste of time and energy and money because I've already purchased like a lot of gear. And the way things are going now in this world, especially with the music, you know, I mean, the music, man, people are so stupid these days. It's mind-blowing how stupid people have become. Take, for example, the shooting of Donald Trump. Okay. CNN made a comment about that it was a shooting. They didn't say they tried to assassinate him. And then another idiot on CNN said, well, the bullet came this way, so it couldn't have been an attempted assassination. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you, fucking idiot? And then on Facebook, another group posted a picture. It was a mockery. What do they call them? Memes? And they're saying, oh, it was just a fake. It was ketchup. I'm like, really? Do you think that fucking is funny? I mean, you see somebody died and then 2 others were hospitalized. And then you see this Secret Service, whatever, on top of a fucking, whatever building, you know, with their fucking guns. And they're saying it was a fake or ketchup or things like, they were making comments like that. They thought it was fucking funny. They thought it was fake. They thought it was a joke. They thought it was, and like, is this how stupid we've become in this world, that now CNN is saying, oh, well, the bullet went this way, so it couldn't have been, real, and it wasn't really an attempt to assassinate him. It was just a random shooting. Really? What the fuck do you think the guy was doing, hunting the fucking killer? You think he was fucking hunting for ducks or something, and he just missed? It's, I'm getting excited here, irritated. But do you see my point? And then you see people, like, for example, the other day I was on the bus, and another time on the trolley, and I sat there. I don't take my phone hardly ever anymore with me, because I want to be able to communicate with people, say hello, start a conversation, something. And the other day I got on both the trolley and the bus, and I think it was was it the bus? No, it was the trolley, both of them. And I looked in front of me. I'm looking to see whom I can start a conversation with, something that can trigger me to say hello or make a comment, something. And so I looked in front of me. Some guy was in front of me, and no, the guy is on the cell phone. He's all into it with his cell phone. He's got his earbuds gone. I said, okay, well, he's busy. And then I looked to my right, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, like 5 people. Every single one of them was on their phone looking down or scrolling or pressing buttons. All of them. I said, fuck. And it was so quiet. That was what was weird. It was so quiet that you could hear a pin drop. And then I said, well, look to the right, to the left. So I looked to the left, and there's like maybe 10 fucking people. Every single one of them was looking down at their phone. It was weird, man. And then I just panned from my left to the right. I'm like, whoa, man, it's like a bunch of robots just looking down, going on their cell phones, whatever, and they're all staring down like that. It was the weirdest thing in the world, man. And I said, wow, man, is this what we've become? Like slaves to a cell phone that you can't even... It was just weird. It was weird. And then after reading the comments about Trump, that they thought it was a joke, a fake, and then CNN, and I'm like, wow, man. So anyway, so I said, you know what? The music scene is dead. Everybody is either at home, musicians playing with plugins, and the music is not the same anymore. The industry, there is no industry. Nobody's in the industry, it seems like. And I said, you know what? There's not going to be another. I have written down here. I said, the music scene is dead. There will never be another period in life where you have bands like Black Sabbath, like Dio, Pink Floyd. People in tune to the music. I saw a video the other day on YouTube, a concert. It was a 1994 video of a band, a rock band, and these guys, man, had the whole crowd. It was a heavy metal band, and the whole crowd started to clap when the lead singer was saying, "Come on, guys, let's see you clap," brah, brah, brah. The whole fucking crowd, not one cell phone around. And I said, look at that. I said, isn't that amazing? They're all in tune with the music, fully immersed in it. I said, wow. You can feel that energy of music flowing through their bodies. You can see it. You can see it's, And and then you start looking at other, and then I started remembering other shows that they upload on YouTube. And I saw one that was like, sometimes they're like 2 hours long, that people go to these concerts and they film the entire fucking concert holding their fucking phone like this. And I say, this fucking idiot sat there for an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours, 2.5 hours with a fucking cell phone videotaping it just to upload it on YouTube. I mean, did he pay all that money, 80, 90, 100, just to sit there with a fucking phone? Another helicopter. So you see my point? And it's not just one video that I've seen. I've seen many of them where they're just, well, the other day I was just curious to see, who was it, Taylor Swift? Every fucking person was with a fucking phone, man. Every one of them was holding a phone. I'm like, what the fuck is this, man? So I said, you know what? I said, there will never be another Emerson, Lake and Palmer, another Santana, even though Santana's still playing around, but it's a fucking joke now. There will never be another like Woodstock or, you know, great musicians, or even like, what's his name? God, man, Tony Bennett. There will never be another like Pat Metheny, or God, what's his name? Frank Sinatra. Things like that. It seems like the whole world is backwards. And I said, you know what? I said, the music you write, meaning me, it's not pop music, people. It's not like bubblegum, you know. I mean, it's some intricate stuff. And I said, do you really think they're going to pay attention to your music when the world has become so stupefied? Will they? So that's when I started to look into this and say, I started to write down all these notes. And I said, are you wasting your time buying all this music gear? What person is going to appreciate this? You know who might appreciate it, who will? It's an older guy, some old fat hippie, you know. But all of this new generation, I don't think so. I don't think so. They'd rather listen to some rap crap and their fucking, that stupid beat, like the hi-hat. You ever heard of that? I know you've heard of it, but it's humongous everywhere. All of this is rap shit. I mean, with words like, yo motherfucker nigga my bitch, yeah, you know, blah 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 blah, you know. Everything is nigga nigga nigga, motherfucker motherfucker nigga nigga, motherfucker bitch bitch, nigga motherfucker, yeah, yeah, that's right, That's what it's all about now, it seems. And it's just mind-boggling. I said, you know what? I said, maybe I'm pursuing the wrong thing. I said, maybe I should just go and retire, pretty much. Literally, like, retire almost, you know? I said, but I don't want to be laying around on a fucking couch either, you know, vegging, eating donuts, and watching some soap opera. No, I still want to be active. And I said, you know what? I said, well, focusing, I think it's really important now that I mostly look stronger at focusing like on your health, on your physical health. So either either attempt to go to Hawaii and give it a shot. It's going to be hard. It's going to be hard at first. I know that. But if I succeed, even at getting a little place to rent, $400, $500, it's all right. You'll find that kind of rental. It ain't going to be something fancy like here in San Diego. I can live very frugal. I can live with little I have. I can do that. I'm not like one of those people where I have to have a nice fancy car, a 5-bedroom house, a 2-bedroom apartment. I don't have to have all that. You know, here in San Diego, again, it seems like I'm just deteriorating. There's nothing here to really pursue anymore. Either you have to have a really good job to enjoy your life here. I mean, a really good job. Or you have to have like friends, you know, to enjoy your time. You have to have family support, things like that. And again, I just, mentioned that I don't have none of that. I don't have none of that, people. And I don't think I'm that bad of a person. I've tried to make friends. I've tried to look for musicians. I've tried. And all I'm seeing is self-destruction, temptations to relapse on drugs, and that's where I'm at, people. So, should I get the trailer, or should I sell the van, save my money, and go to Hawaii, or sell everything? Not literally everything, just my music, minus not my music equipment, and go either to Mexico or the Philippines. But look for a place to settle and retire, and maybe not focus so much on the Headbanger Ministries music thing, because the music of today, or the music I'm creating, is much too intelligent for the stupidity of today's people's mind towards music appreciation. Yeah, I think that's what, music appreciation of today is, there's no music appreciation. If there is, it's all about mediocre music, stupid stuff. And the people that are succeeding in the music, they've already been established. Okay, like if you see the Rolling Stones, how long have they been around? They're ancient. They're still alive. Ozzy Osbourne. He's almost, bands like that have already established themselves a long time ago. So that's why they're still succeeding. Taylor Swift, whatever, country stars, whatever. The only ones that I've really taken a interest is, and very seldom, is are doom metal bands, doom metal, because they're actually singing, and the metal of today, they're all just growling and stupid shit. It's either about satanic stuff, and it's a bunch of growling, or a bunch of stupid shit. Makes no sense. The music is cool, but the singing is a bag of vomit. And people are fucking going nuts. And they're going nuts not because of the music, it's because they're stupid. They're stupid. And they're they don't have the sense of appreciation of of listening to the music. They seem to be more interested in doing stupid stuff during the shows, you know. So anyways, you guys, I hope I went through all my notes here. I did think about, okay, two more. I did think about Los Angeles and San Francisco, about going up there and try to find permanent housing. Because I think if I had a permanent housing, I might do a little better, because I would immediately sell the van and try to save all my fucking money for a while, maybe another year, I don't know, and then go to Hawaii. But I have to be careful, because I grew up a lot of years in Los Angeles and I was a drug addict. It's a long story, but I was surviving and I was making a shitload of money doing adult films and some other stuff I won't go into, but I was doing a lot of meth. I mean, a tremendous amount of meth. Almost 16 years, 17 years, I think it was. I mean, very chronic. And I've managed to be sober for a while now. And I said, and also San Francisco. But I know there's a lot of housing opportunities out there, because I hear them all the time on YouTube when they're videotaping homeless people. I hear it a lot, that there's a lot of housing opportunities for people who are homeless. But I have to be careful, because I know the places that I've been to over there, and I could possibly fall into drug addiction. And so I thought about those two. So anyways, I do appreciate that you've been watching this whole time. I don't edit the videos. I try to videotape them as I go along. So that's where I'm at, you guys. I'm frustrated. I feel like I'm just in limbo. I feel like I'm in limbo, unsure of what's going to happen, unsure of where I'm going to go, unsure of, I have to leave this apartment by the end of September. So October 1st, I'm out. I got to be back in this van. I got to be living in this van. There's no housing opportunities. There's no nothing. Okay? I got to be in this van. So in the meantime, I'm just stressed out, wondering where I'm going to be, where I'm going to live. You know, is my van going to break down? What should I be, where should I go? I could live off of 1,120, that's my income. Okay, I'm not sure what else to say. Thank you so much for watching this whole time. Thank you. Bye.